First streaming. Okay. Let's see. Oh, a little bit of patience here, and we can start in 1 minute. Everything's okay? Yeah. Last thing I have to check is the website. Taking a little bit longer than usual. Okay. Fantastic. Everything works like a charm. Amazing. Quite great. Fantastic. So today we're going to do the correction of the exercises. Yes. So we have quite a lot. I don't think that we're going to do the 6/4 chords today. I might add another lesson this week, just for the 6 chords. Yes. Why? Because then we complete another chapter, very long chapter. The last topic of the chapter is 7th chords. Yeah. But this is just to round up the inversion. So I might add another. That's just a theory. Yeah. Just saying. Okay. So the assignments. First of all, I'm going to remind you the topic of the assignment. 1. So they have to do. Each one of you have to deliver 2 chord progressions identical in harmonic rhythm and chord progressions between 8 to 12 bars. They have to differ in positions, root position and first inversion, just first inversion. And the initial position, one has to start from an open position and the other one with a closed position. Work from closed positions to open positions. Remember to use comfortable range on page 35 from the book. Use the 7th degree with the preparation. Yeah. So those ones were what I asked. Basically. Okay, I'm going to start today with Laura, because she was the first that sent me the material. I don't know where's Laura. Laura. I don't know. Hey. So first of all, you had this one. I imagine you sent me 2. This one and this one. Okay. So which one it was open position? Which one it was closed position? Tell me, this is your first harmonic exercise. I'm going to ask you, is this your first harmonic exercise of your life, or?
Yeah, it
wow.
is. But can you tell?
No. Well, if this is for your life, it's quite good.
Okay.
Very good. Okay, good. Did you catch up with other videos? Tell me.
Yeah, I read the book that you guys were working from and kind of put it there.
What do you think so far about the book?
Well, I think the highlighted part, I can tell why you highlighted some parts and why you didn't highlight the other parts. Like, some of it was really clear with rules, and then other bits I was just a bit confusing, to be honest.
Okay. That's why the reading of the book and especially the first part, yes. Although there were 2 lessons, there were introductory lessons that were never streamed live because we started streaming live in the middle of the, um, you know, of the course, not in the middle of the course, but I gave 2 lessons without streaming. Yes,
Right.
I didn't stream it. Yeah. And the first one is very philosophical. Okay,
Yeah.
but that's why. So if you want to see the first lessons I explain, we go a little bit in depth in the first chapter. It's very interesting, but it's not about rules of
Yeah.
harmony or anything. Yeah, but it's very interesting though. Yes. Okay, fantastic. So first rule. So tell me which one. If I have to decide, I will decide that this is the open position, this is the closed position, maybe.
I'm just getting them up 1 second.
There's chord progression 2, chord progression 3.
Are you sharing, Gisela?
Sorry?
Are you sharing the screen?
No, I'm not, Georgios.
Because
I am leaving you out a little bit. Are you feeling out of the lesson?
thank you.
Thank you for letting me know, Georgios. Okay, so.
As I said, open progression was the chordal progression 3.
So the open was this one.
Yeah.
The 3, and the close was this one.
It was
Although the 2 it looks more like an open than a closed.
Okay.
Let's remind, first of all, what is a closed and to the rest, not for Laura, to the rest. Yes. What is an open position? Is a closed position in harmony. What is this, Georgios? You're a fortune teller.
More than a fourth for both intervals of tenor, alto, alto, soprano.
So first of all, let's see the rate.
More than fourth.
Okay, wait. Let's start with something easier. Which is the standard separation from each voice? This is for everybody, not for girls. For everybody.
Third and fourth.
Sorry?
The close is third and fourth, or third and third, or fourth and third.
Fourth and third, and then between all the voices, soprano, alto, bass.
Tenor, alto, alto, soprano.
Okay. And then
to be open.
Actually, it's not just a fourth; it can be a fifth.
No. Tenor, alto, alto, soprano. No. Tenor, soprano, yes.
And then?
To be open position, they have to be more than a fourth.
No, but wait. And you're forgetting about the bass and the tenor.
The bass.
Because it's different.
For me, it's anything. I know, okay, if it's more than an octave, it can be more than an octave, and it could be still...
In close position, more than an octave. No, you can't. It's a close position.
It can be an octave. It can be an octave, yes.
But more than an octave, you can't in close position. Yeah. In a closed position, closed.
Yes.
Yes.
That was okay, I think.
In an open position, yes, but in closed position, you can't. Yeah,
exactly an octave it could be.
Octave, yes, no more than an octave. Yeah.
Okay.
From bass to tenor. Yeah. There you go. And then the rest is fine. So that is Laura. That's a closed position. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a closed position, and the difference between the bass and the tenor, yeah, is because of the two lower voices, and then that they follow the nature, let's say, of the overtone series. Yes, and for that, just see the overtone series lesson because it's 1.5 of pure overtone theory. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So this, yes, sounds like a open position actually. Why? Because you have.
Okay, I thought it was just the alto and the soprano. I actually got confused.
Don't worry. Yeah.
Because I was doing lots of like thirds and fourths, I thought.
Yeah, no worries. Fantastic. Okay, so that's one thing. And you ended up in tonic, very good. Now, the correction of the exercise. Everyone is welcomed to, yes, because this is remember, we are all teachers. Yes. So everyone is welcome to share your views. Yes. So take a look. Yes. I will. There's someone that was with the ring there in your lesson. Cling.
It's my laptop.
Cling.
Gisela has I don't have to turn it off.
Okay. So careful. First of all, Laura, careful because you put chords in second inversion.
Yeah, I didn't realize we couldn't do that.
Yes, second inversion. No, it's a no. This
Okay.
one, second inversion, and also the last chord, which is 5/1. I mean, the dominant tonic. For now, we're going to always end dominant tonic because is the chord, yes, that reassures, yes, or reaffirms the tonal center the best, yes,
Okay.
because it's relation. It has a very intimate relation itself, yes. And by the way, Schonberg says a long discourse, a long, yes, thing about the dominant and the tonic, the relation between the dominant and the tonic. What is the dominant? What is considered to be dominant? Yes, like the role, yeah, of the dominant. So if you go in the previous lessons, you're going to see that. Now, the reason why, yes, the dominant or any cadential, yes, progressions, you have to have root position is why it is. Didn't see that coming. So why you should have root position chords in cadential progressions and not inversions.
Make sure, I mean, to make clear what the tonic, I mean, what's the context.
Which context? Which context? I don't know which context are elaborate. I don't know. When you say
I'm not
context,
sure.
what is context?
Sorry. I mean, sorry, I'm not really sure what's
Why do we have to put, for example, why would this would be, I say wrong, but why we don't put for now, yes, in which the establishment of a tonic, yes, of a tonal center should be as clear as possible. Why we will, why would this would be wrong? A fifth in second inversion.
Well, it doesn't really feel like dominant tonic, right? It doesn't really feel like the end, isn't it?
Okay, but explain that a little better.
Okay.
Yes, we put feelings in the conversation. The same question for Anna. Same.
Because you need this step of the bass to go to the tonic. That is I remember that was very needed. Instead of an inversion and having a step of a second going down, the root goes up to the root of the other chord, of the final chord. And with an inversion, we're using like the seventh that goes down. And that is better to be used in upper voices than in lower voices. The lower voices, they set the base of the harmony.
Well, when you say seventh, wait, why seventh? Why seventh? I don't get the seventh. We're not using seventh. I'm not talking about seventh degree. We're talking about dominant. You're talking about seventh. We're not using seventh. In a triadic, we are in a triadic context. We're using triads. That's why when you say about seventh, what do you mean specifically, Anna?
I mean, I don't know how to explain it, but how can I explain it in English? when you have
that's
this
why
chord,
one thing is the 7th degree.
yes, and the other thing is the tone.
And one thing is, the 7th degree of A major is G
The
sharp
leading
diminished.
note.
The leading note. So thank you, Georgios.
Ah,
The leading.
leading note is another thing. That is the name of the degree. Okay, good. So the tonic,
Eso.
supertonic, median, subdominant, dominant, submedian, leading tone, tonic again. Okay.
Thank you.
There you
Yes,
go.
sorry.
Move on. Okay,
Yes,
so the
that.
leading tone going to the tonic is better to do in the soprano. And now I'm
Thank you.
starting to follow. And then, yes, carry on.
Yeah, no, that was what I was saying. And then it's better to use the dominant to go to the tonic in the bass.
Okay,
To establish
so to establish this gravitational field, let's say, of dominant
exactly.
tonic relation. Okay,
Exactly.
there you go. That's one.
Thank you. I'm gonna get some coffee here.
There you go. Yeah. That's why. Okay, where was I? I don't know if that's clear. There was this relation between this fold of a dominant tonic, yes, the note dominant and the note tonic, yes. They have a very, very intimate relation. They have a very powerful relation. They just look at the lesson of the overtones, yes, and the dominance. Very long, yes. But that's why to reinforce that you have to listen that on the bass, yes. Also, I don't know if you know, but do you know the word cadence? Where does it come from?
Oh, where it came from?
Yes.
No.
Georgios, please, allow.
Right. But yes, cadere to fall is falling, and also the 5 to 1 is falling, and the melody is usually falling. Cadere, cadence, yes, that's the etymology.
Yes, cadere in Italian means to fall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ossis.
Yes. That is the root of the word cadence. Yeah. Is how you fall. Yes, into the tonic. Are you falling from the dominant? Are you falling from the subdominant?
Mm-hmm.
You don't fall at all because it's a deceptive cadence. Or a half cadence means we actually don't fall. Yes. Yeah. The feeling of the falling is suspended. Let's say when you are. Yes. At some point you fall. Yes. It just takes a long. Yeah. Okay, good. So in a nutshell, it was quite good. Yes. You used, for example, the well, you know, 1, the 6, the 5th, the 3rd degree here, where we said yes. These second versions, yes. We already said the second version here, yeah. Now.
Yeah, I try to attempt adding the 7th.
The 7th degree. So the 7th degree, you use it here.
Yeah.
The 5th is prepared.
Yeah.
Now, good. What's wrong with this picture of resolving? Who can tell me this? There's something. I mean, you have the 7th degree. Good. You decided to do it in root position. The best thing is doing first inversion, but all the same, you can do it in root position.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the previous chord is another 7, and the previous chord is a 5th. What's wrong with this picture? No? You have the second. Sorry, you have the 5th, and then the next one is the 3rd. Yes. Now the 5th of the 7th, which is the D, has to go to a very special place. Yes. How does it have to resolve? Anyone? Down. Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yes, has to go here. So the preparation is the 5th, fantastic, yes, can be in first inversion, can be repositioned. the best, I mean, in counterpoint, you're going to learn why we use first inversion, but can be, but always the resolute and it has to be prepared, second, or in this case, you're going to, this is called the preparation of the third, yes?
No, wait. Second inversion.
Yeah, but she did a second inversion here. I mean,
yeah, question. If
yes,
it's a
of course.
second in first inversion, do we call it preparation of an octave? Second in first inversion. The fourth on the bass, really.
The fourth on the bass, really.
In
So-
La major, in A. If it
Yes.
was fourth, 4/7, it
Yes.
would be preparation of an octave.
Because if you have the D on the
Yes. If it's second first inversion, you still have the same
yes,
bass.
always the preparation is always with the bass. Yes,
But still-
usually yes, what he proposes to do it in root position. These chords.
If it was fourth in first inversion,
Yeah.
or second in second inversion,
Second, no wait, second in second inversion.
like here, or fourth in first inversion. Is it possible to do fourth in first inversion?
Well,
seven?
first of all, we have to talk about the second inversion a little more. Yes, but let's say yes. Let's say you have a second inversion.
Fourth in first inversion.
Or
It's the
the
same. Fourth in first inversion with the same bass as this.
at this one.
Yes.
You will. Well, what I will suggest, because it's very theoretical, I have to see example. But if the leading of the voices is correct, yes, it will be always be correct. I mean, if the voice leading is correct, it's correct.
Because she doesn't give an example.
No, he doesn't. No. He does give us those examples, right? In the book, it does give a lot of examples. You have to go over them, but for example, he does give, yes. And he says, for example, this is not good because of this is good because of that. You can review that, yeah. But my humble, advice: if the voice leadings are okay, every single voice is doing that, and you have, yes, and structurally goes all right, and it serves a purpose. And you have a melodic activity, even that, further on in your composition that supports the idea that you're doing. Yes, of course, always, yes. But yes, the preparation, at least in this chapter, you have to prepare it, because the whole purpose of the diminished, yes, go back to the lesson. Preparation always. How the voice leading is led, well, if you can manage, fantastic, yeah. Okay, so but this is the only thing. Yes, Laura. Yes, and then of course, if this resolves, yes, we have to see that you have to put the third, yes, at some point. Yeah. This is not the best thing to do. Just to let you know. Yes. But as we go, yeah, this is not the best thing. Voice leading wise. Why? Because the brain is falling low. Yeah.
Everything's
But well, we changed that, and then well, this is the second. We already talked about that. Now the second one, this is a closed position. Yeah. Again, some. I'm not. I mean, I'm not going to correct this just because I'm going to say the same thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, you're
Open, no?
well, she was not very clear in that, because she did, yes, she did this one and she did this one. There
I
was,
mean, the first one, if the bass starts,
the bass one, it has
the bass is one octave higher, it can work.
but then you have a fourth here. It can work. Then you have a G and then an E, a six.
The beginning is in
Yeah,
closed.
but it's her first harmony.
It's good to know. I mean, if the bass was
I did a
higher,
live.
a bit annoyed I couldn't find any parallel fifths.
No, actually, that's why. It's very, I mean, for the first one, Laura, very good. Really.
I checked it. I did like a whole grid. I counted every single. Couldn't find any octaves either.
No,
Like,
that's fantastic. That's really, really, really good. Yes, you took care of every single pattern, so that's pretty good. Yes, you have a lot of things to learn, of course. Yes, in this case, for example, the ending, you will be a little bit. I think that you were concerned about the voice leading. Yes,
yeah, I tried to get everything as contrary motion as possible as well.
that's fantastic. That's really good. Yes, of course, what I always we pointing out, yes, is the thing that you have to get better. But
Yeah,
that doesn't mean that I know, I mean, by looking at it, that you took care of the opera fifths and octaves. That's very clear. Yes. And also, it looks very neat. When you take it, when you take care about the motion of the voices, it's automatically, it's like even it's visual. Yes?
yeah.
It looks they're intermingling nicely and correctly.
Wait,
Yes?
so how do I fix the cadence at the end?
Well, the fix of the cadence. Wait, this one. Sorry, this one. For example, you will never end on a second version. This is in a B major. Yeah.
Yeah.
You always end in first in root position, because again the root position reinforces the euphony of the chord. Yes. A chord is strong when it's in root position. Yes, then you can see the lesson, yes, of the why. But any chord, if you want a chord to be important, is always in root position. And the tonic is the most important of all. So it has to be, yes, in root position. And it has to be in root position at the beginning and at the end.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, it doesn't have to be in root position all the time. Actually, we're going to see that in 6/4, we call a cadential 6/4. That's not the case, and we're going to see why. Yes, so, but at the beginning and at the end, yes. I mean, if you notice every single composition, and at least in Baroque, classical, and romantic, not post-romantic, and modern, but in those years in which tonality was the strongest, yes, if you compare it with other periods, yes, you're going to notice that the first even 4 bars, yes, you have tonic, dominant, tonic. It's just saying, look, we are in, G. All agree, we move on. Yeah. Let's say, I don't know, the Mozart Jupiter Symphony. Pam, ram, ram. Yes, that. Remember that symphony? I don't know if you have it in your head. Yes. Do you know if Georgios? Do you remember? Yes. It's a very strong beginning. Pam, ram, ram, dum, ram. That is, you can see all the instruments are doing like huge tonic, huge dominant, and then moves on. Yes. Or bam, ba bam, ba 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 bam, tonic. Dum da dum da di da di da dum, dominant. So it's like the composer is saying, I am in this key. All agreed? Bam bam ba ba da ba da ba ba da ba, and then okay, move on. We move on. But first you have to establish the key. Yes, even if that quick, but it's quick, but it's effective. Yes? Okay. So start listening to that. Just that at the beginning of every single Beethoven Symphony, the fifth. Ba 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 bam, tonic. Da 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 da, dominant.
Yeah.
Ba 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 ba, and then he starts. Da 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 da. But the beginning of a composition is, I am announcing that I am in this key. Yes, and I let you know. The tonic and the dominant is the most effective. That's why it's so quick. If they don't do it in the tonic and the dominant, of course, they have to do it through another devices. Yes? And that usually takes more time. Yes? So it's not effective, just takes more time. Yes? To let the listener know, all right, we're in this key. Yeah?
To make it stronger.
Exactly. The most effective, yes, is always tonic dominant. And because this has a relation because of the overtones, but you have to see the lesson because not will take pages. Yeah? But that's why. Yes? But in general, very, very, very good. Yeah? No, the second one actually is
Before,
yes.
can we skip the can we yet do that? Omit the fifth. I don't know. I don't think we've talked about this.
Yes, Schonberg does it. We can omit the fifth. Yes, if, for example, there is a voice to prevent parallel fifths or octaves. Is a voice. Is not.
Because in the end, how it's now, I like it. 3 tonics, 3 roots.
Well, we usually do it in the dominant seventh one. We haven't done that yet. Yes, so that's why. But yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yes, you can. Remember that the one that you can double, yes, in any triad is first the root, yes, in the fifth, but in the let's say in the tonic chord, if you want something to be softer, yes. Remember that the fifth is this is just an effect, okay? This is just a general example, yes. But a fifth is like 2 pillars, yes. When you listen to a fifth, yes, and that's why they're so noticeable. Yeah, like 2 pillars, yes. If you take that pillar out, yes, the resulting chord is milder. And also, I would suggest, yes, and in order to be logical, yes, and consistent, at the beginning, no, not at the beginning, because we need that pillar. If you take that pillar away,
That's why I said in the end.
Exactly, yeah, no, I understand what you're saying, but I just want to clarify, yes, not at the beginning. In the beginning, we need those pillars. Then, because we understood we are in D major, quite right, the end can be softer, yes, or milder, and yes, I can, but I will. That's why, yeah, yes, fantastic, very good. Does anyone have something to say about this?
One time, sorry. One.
Yes, it's an inner voice. I saw it, but okay, it's an inner voice. It's not an outer voice. Okay, Laura, can you see it?
Is it the baths 3 and 4? Is that what you're talking about?
This one,
Yeah. Because they're all going in the same motion. No.
Georgios?
I'm talking about the outer voice. I didn't see the inner voices.
So you have 2 now.
Sorry, I didn't wanna...
Don't worry, but it's fine. Yes, it's fine. But thank you, Georgios. Yes. Then you can read it, Laura. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to share another because we have Anna. Now, Anna, where's Anna? Okay, Anna, you started with closed voice sayings. Very, very neat, Anna, by the way. Yeah.
Thank you. I kind of made a song rather than just a harmonic progression, pero bueno.
Now, let's see. Closed voicing and then open voicing. Let's see. And then this is for everybody. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, there you go. Now, the first thing I noticed, yes, there you go. You have the face of the face. I mean, we are not using fifth of the fifth. Yes, we chose to use it. Yes. That's okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I mean, it's a trial. Yes, at least. Okay, now let's see. You have the fifth in the. You end up on the one. Now there's something at the end. Yes, something at the end. Can somebody tell me what's wrong at the end? The last part. Something is not working.
9.
Pardon?
Is that when bar 9 is finishes? Bar 8. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No worries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you didn't see it. You didn't see it because then you have the open voice. Yeah.
Well, there's a second inversion there.
Sorry?
There's a second inversion of the dominant, I notice. I see some overlapping voices. No, how do you call it? Crossing voices.
Crossing voices. In which one?
From 6 to 5, 6, 4. Is that how you call it?
Yes, exactly. Look, first of all, that one. Careful with listening because you have a tendency to do this whatever. Wait. And this is something that in advanced orchestration, I will let you, go for that, but not here. So when you have, for example, you have this. Am I in the correct place?
Both.
Closed. Yes. So when you have this white pink, I don't know. Lower. When you have this, yes, you have a voice that is basically the basis is getting in the range of the tenor. The tenor is singing an E, then you have an A, then you have an F. Yes? You have the bass is singing a C, an F and a B. Yeah? So the result, yes, if you want an effect, okay, if you want an effect, I will say yes, of course. Yeah, it's amazing. But each voice has to have space for now. Yes. Then, yeah, then we're going to see if they can intermingle between voices, you can cross of the voices. But that is something that we're going to add with the timbre. Yes, it's a little more advanced. But for now, the voices have to have their own place. Yes. If not, they start to to fight over the hierarchy, let's say, or the place. Yeah. So careful with the crossing of the voices. Yeah. Because you have that tendency to and also this is for everyone. Please don't cross the voices. Yeah. Now this is something else. Yeah. The 564. I would I can see. I could argue, maybe voicing, maybe a purpose, but there's something else. The last part. If this is the last part, which is. You not say anything.
Thirds on the tonic.
Pardon?
2/3 on the tonic.
2/3, sorry?
On the tonic.
The tonic ends on the fourth beat.
Yes.
So remember the strong metric position. Strong metric position. It's very easy to do these mistakes, yes, but the
Can it be on the third?
Pardon?
Can it be on the third?
Yes, the third will be the best. Why? Because in the context of the 4/4, remember even the grouping, yes, that you learned in theory so long ago, yes, the grouping of the 4/4 is divided into minutes, yeah. You have the first a strong, and this is the next one in strongness, let's say, yeah. So it's not as strong as the first one, but it's strong as well. So if remember that if the chords are not strong or weak by themselves, yes, Anna and everyone, not just Anna. We have to do it. We have to place them, yes, because if we don't understand those concepts, yeah, we're going to find ourselves in very difficult situations. Yeah? Not just as composers, but as an analyst, because all the pieces of art that survive today, yes, are done by people that they were kind of really good composers, right? So they knew what they were doing. So let's say that, for example, Laura. I'm saying this now, especially for Laura, because Laura is not here for for being a composer, yes, specifically, but yes, as a pianist, yes, but a pianist that takes decisions, unconscious decisions, yes, and as also as a teacher, because if you see a passage, you have to explain a passage, you have to explain why. So if you see that a composer resolves something, yeah, resolves the tonic on a second beat, let's say, yes, automatically that will call your attention. Because I don't think that the composer was stupid. Not the composers that we study. Yeah, I mean every single composer, Mozart, Haydn, Beethoven, Liszt, whoever. I mean they knew the rules. Yes, the fact that they didn't follow them sometimes, yeah, that that has to call your attention to see what's going on because I mean if I don't know, let's say Mozart, yeah, resolve something in the fourth beat, yes, I mean no one's saying it's stupid, but it will follow a purpose, yes, and that also as a pianist, it will oblige you to wonder if that is not going to impact in your performance decision. How are you going to interpret that tonic? So if the composer put it, for example, let's say Anna, that was Anna, it was a okay, Anna. But let's say Anna, yes, is composing something, and consciously she says, no, I don't want my tonic to be strong because I'm going to do something else later. I'm going to start to put my tonic weaker and weaker. But this is the effect I would like also you to consider. I'm not saying, oh, it's wrong, never do it again. No, no, it's just look, if your tonic has to be strong, put in a strong mental position. But also, this is other side of the coin. Let's say that you want to modulate it. You want to not modulate through the devices that we know, yes. Let's say that your tonic starts to lose, yes, importance. I would say, yes, amazing, put it in the fourth beat, yes. Or, for example, like Mozart, Chopin did with melodies for melodies. In the waltzes of Chopin, it's very usual, very common, sorry, that he starts the melody on the third beat with an accent, but he puts an accent. Yes, that is something that has to also, for example, Laura has to call your attention as a pianist. Yes, because he goes against the tradition. And he knows that he's going against the tradition. Yeah. So that is an accent. Yes. So that means something. Okay. So careful, Anna, please. Strong mental position. Yeah. Let's see. Let me see. Okay, so again, this is for everybody. Everyone can jump in, please. Yes, this is Edith, Georgios, even Anna if you spot something else, eh? Laura. The voicing is there. They're doing pretty good. Yes. Then, what I don't see, the seventh degree. There you go. Seventh degree. Here you go. The 7th degree, you have the La prepared from the 4th, but again, we have here, no? The La, that is the 5th of the 7th, yes, re diminished, or be diminished, sorry. Yes, it's prepared, but who can tell me? It doesn't resolve. Careful with the resolve. Yes, it has to go to this one. Yes, it has to resolve to the G. Yes, and the G is there, and it is, yeah. The only resolution possible, yes, that I see possible, which is not going to happen in a harmonic exercise from this stage, is that other voice takes place. That can be. For example, the alto, the lowest note of the alto is a sol, it's a G. Yeah? So, for example, you can, yes, you could, replace that note for another voice, but it has to resolve. It has to resolve. There has to be a note there, yes, a pitch there. Okay, good. And then there's another thing that we can say about this. Let me see.
Gisela,
Yes.
have we said that, I mean, the 7th should go to the 3rd, right? The 3rd, right.
Very good, Edith. Okay, good. Yes. The 3rd. So the 3rd, yes, not the 6th, yes. For now, Anna, for now, yes, this is not going to be forever, yes, but this is related, the 7th going to the 3rd, yes, if you want to relate to, if you want to know why for now. And remember, this is classical harmony. The 3rd degree is more connected, and if you review or look at the chapter of Capelin, the first chapter of harmony, when they classify, yes, the tonic, the predominant, and the dominant functions, yes, you have the dominant, yes, the dominant functions. You have the the 5th, the 7th, and the 3rd. The 3rd is more connected with the dominant of the tonic family. Yeah. And if you see, if you want to know why, the 3rd, the root of the 3rd, yes, when you use the 3rd in first inversion, it goes up. Yeah? So let's say you have, in this case, G, yes, imagine G, B flat, and D, yes. So you have B flat, D, and G. That will be the 3rd in first inversion, right? So B flat, D, and G. Now move G down to the F. Which chord do we have? Anyone? We have B flat, D, G. That's the 3rd, first inversion. G, lower than the G to the F. Which chord do we have?
B flat.
Yeah, which is the dominant. So voice leading wise, that's why the 3rd is so close to the dominant. Yes. So 7th and 3rd are connected for now. That's why we do it. Yes. It's not that it's, yeah. I'm not saying no. Or no, ever do it again. Okay. But they belong to the same family. It's also a way to introduce the 3rd, even from the beginning, in a safer way. Yes. Okay, good. And then, well, careful with thank you, Iris, for your input. Very good, Iris. Yes. And the 464, yes, careful with this because it's well, if you have a 6/4, yes, it defeats the purpose, let's say, yes, of preparing as an octave. That's what. Remember that the 7th degree has to be prepared as an octave, octave before, A flat and A flat in this case, or a third with the 2nd degree. If you put a second inversion, we said no second inversion, but if you put a second inversion, you will be defeating the purpose of the preparation because that note has to be on the bass. Yeah, it has to be an open consonance or imperfect consonance, which is a third. Yeah. Okie dokie, let's say. Yeah, or more or less clear? Yes? Very good. The rest is going well. I haven't checked all the possible octaves. Yes, I will check with more time. Although, I see a couple. I see a couple of D. Yes? Whoopsie. Careful. This is, if you have to decide a voice that you have to be extremely careful, is the bass and the soprano. Yes? Now, let's remember why. Why do we should be careful between the bass and the soprano?
Hear them the most.
Yes, it's a contour. Yes, please. Yes. Now, so I have to see that because I think someone has a lesson now. Who has a lesson now?
I do.
Okay, it is. Sorry, I will get back to your. And no one else has a lesson. Okay, so it is. I will go very quickly to your, and then I will stay with Anna. Yes, so I'm not going to forget you, Anna, but I have to go with Iris. Yes, I will get back. We're going to extend a little bit more the lesson today. Okay, Iris. Now I have no clue what this is.
I struggle a lot. I don't know
This is a high tech problem. Okay, this is not a. Yes, Gary, tell me.
Iris, did you do it on the muse score?
Yes.
Oh, you have a voice here.
Voice,
Look, it is.
voice is 1, 2 on the treble, voice is
Here.
1, 2 on the bass. Don't use 3, 4.
Yeah, I think I did that, but the rest
You
are
used
for
3,
No,
4.
because you put no, it is put 4
Hello?
there. Okay, but this is just a you're
Ah.
talk to it after.
Okay.
Yes, but first of all, very nice setting. Yes, SATB. Yes, beautiful. Yes, good setting. Actually, I will say, please do this. Yes, to everyone. Yeah. Now, first of all, I know that you're a composer, Iris, and you would love to do this, but we are not going to put neighboring or anything like it, because when you put a neighboring, trust me, we have to know why. Yes, and I will explain you everything about all the ornamentation and what, but we are thinking structurally. That's what I'm saying. Yes, I don't want you to focus in the ornamental. I want you to focus in what is structural. Yes, not ornamental, because that confusion will lead to problems. Yes, so no ornamental, no ornaments. Okay, let's see.
Clear.
Good. So, nice cadence, by the way. Yes. You have the leading tone. Yes, going to the tone. Beautiful, amazing. Actually, it's actually very pretty good. Yes, it's pretty good. Yes, you took care of the chords. Yes, now because you know how to write them, please write the Roman numerals. Yes, not because I don't know the chords. I think I know them. I believe I do. But I would like you to double check if you. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, are you sure what you're putting? Yes, that's one.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, next position to start with. Again, I will repeat the same thing every time I see an exercise is for everyone to jump in. Yes. What I usually correct are things that not like minute things, but big picture things, like I discussed before. Yes. Like we did in this metric precision. Sometimes there's, I'm not saying, oh yeah, you have a paraphrase unless, like Diana. Yes, that is an important thing to do, or to have to take into account. So. But in a nutshell, yes, you did a very good job. Now you have the seventh, yes. So you put it here. You decided to put the seventh here, yes. Now seventh that resolves, yes, is seventh, yes. The G sharp diminished, yes. Now the D, right?
Yeah.
What's going on? I mean, you said it yourself 2 minutes ago, right? Am I right? I remember.
Yes.
I'm not right.
Yes, to be
And then you
fair.
have two Ds. Now, there is one golden rule with the 7 degrees about the fifth of the seventh. Anyone cares to tell me?
One golden rule.
Yeah, very important. About the fifth of the 7th degree.
Use one and resolve down.
Uh, well, that's a rule, but can be broken actually. But there's one rule cannot be broken.
Are you not meant to double it?
Yes, Laura, very good.
I said use one. Heartbroken.
Speak up, Gregorio. You doubled the fifth of the seventh. Now, why seventh? Well, anyone wants to weigh in? Why we shouldn't double it?
Dissonance.
Well, first of all, yes, and that's why, because that is the only one that is obliged to resolve it, because that is the triton, and then yes, it's the note that makes the dissonance. So don't make things worse. It is.
Wow.
Don't double it. Okay, but the rest is fine. And then we have 4 minutes. Don't worry, we can do this.
Yes,
And then you learn to do this. Amazing. It's very fun.
yes, I found how to do it. I was super happy.
And then this, no ornaments. Yes, no ornament. Because then when you take out the ornaments, which are hiding maybe a melodic problem. Yes. So, okay. Again, B, 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 you have, these are the same chord progressions.
Yes, but
Same
that
one.
was part of the. Or am I crazy?
Exactly the
Oh,
same
you said
chord progression.
harmonic rhythm. Yes, it's the same. It's the same because
The same thing.
what I understood of the email was that,
Okay.
but you said
Now,
harmonic rhythm, not harmonic progression.
Georgios, would you care to tell me what's this?
Overlapping.
Overlapping voices. Yes. This is something that, I mean, we should be taking care a lot. Yes. I want you to be paying attention a lot of this. Yes. Because this, why? Because in the future will give you a lot of headaches. A lot of headaches. Yes. Trust me.
It's
Yes.
so unnecessary. It's the same chord.
Sorry?
It's also unnecessary. It's the same chord. You
Yes,
have
but
to.
I'm sure that she didn't know. I'm sure that she didn't know. Did you know? Be honest.
No, I was desperate to get it done on time for the deadline.
Okay,
I was
that's why.
in my
Yes.
head, but
Even visually
yes.
says that this is jumping. Look, dum, bum, ba, just, yeah. And
Yes.
also, look.
Yes. No.
Say, be careful with the voices. I don't want, yes, you just say, well, yeah, opera fifths. Think that somebody's singing this exercise. Yes, see, try, yeah.
La?
This is a, yes, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, I don't have class, but I have an appointment, so I really need to go. Is that okay?
Don't worry, we're going to see, yes, everyone has to go. Don't worry at all.